Good morning children, welcome to all of you in the physics class. Today I will explain the second video of chapter stationary waves. Okay. And today's topic is characteristic of stationary waves. What is the important characteristics which are explained here? First, certain points in the bounded medium situated at equal distance are always in the position of rest, that is, their displacement remains zero. These points are called nodes. If the stationary waves are longitudinal, then these nodes, the changes in pressure and density is maximum as compared to other points. Okay. Now, second point is the displacement of the midpoint between the nodes is always maximum as compared to other points. These points are called antinodes. In the longitudinal stationary waves, there is no change in pressure and density at these points. Third property is the distance between two consecutive nodes or between two consecutive antinodes is lambda by 2. This is very important for you. Okay, I repeat it, the distance between two consecutive nodes or between two consecutive antinodes is lambda by 2. The distance between a node and its neighboring antinode is lambda by 4. Okay. Now, next properties which are important also. Except nodes, all points of the medium vibrate, but the amplitude of vibration is different from one point to the other. It is 0 at the nodes and the maximum at the antinodes. Next property is all points between two successive nodes vibrate in the same phase. They reach simultaneously their position of maximum displacement and pass simultaneously through their mean position. All these points should be remembered by heart to all of you. Next point is, at any instant, the phase of vibration of the points on one side of a node is opposite from the phase of vibration of the points on the other side. Next is, all points of the medium pass through their mean position simultaneously twice in each period. That is, the stationary wave takes the form of a straight line twice. In longitudinal stationary waves, the nodes are found alternately in the state of maximum compression and maximum rarefaction twice in each period. Next point is, stationary waves does not advance in the medium but remains steady at its place. This is why it is called stationary or standing waves. This point should be noted here. Okay. Now, moving forward, some differences which are given here. Progressive and stationary waves that I have already explained you, so it should be remembered and learned by heart by all of you. Next point is fundamental tone, overtones and harmonics of sound source. So, what happening here? When in a sound produced by a sound source, sound of several frequencies is mixed, then sound is called note. If in a note there is only one frequency, then it is called tone. Tone of minimum frequency called fundamental tone. Okay. The frequency of fundamental tone is called fundamental frequency. Okay. So, moving forward, if in a sound in addition to fundamental tone, other tones of higher frequencies are present, then it is called overtone. All those frequencies produced by sound source which are integral multiple of fundamental frequencies are called harmonics. If fundamental frequencies of a tone in N1, then it is called first harmonic. If the frequency of produced tone is twice N2 is equal to 2N1, then it is called second harmonic. If 3 times that is n3 is equal to 3 n1, then it is called third harmonics. Thus frequency of nth harmonic will be n into n1. If n is even number, then these are called even harmonics. If n is odd number, then these are called odd harmonics. Okay. Now moving forwards, modes of vibration of air column in closed organ pipe. There are certain musical instruments, that is flute, whistle, clarinet, etc., in which sound is produced by vibration of air columns. The simplest vibration of air column occurs in cylinder tubes of uniform diameter. Such sound producing tubes are called organ pipe. The tube which is closed at one end and open at the other end is called closed organ pipe. So flute is open organ pipe, however whistle is closed organ pipe. Let us consider a closed organ pipe of length L lying along the x-axis, the closed end being at x is equal to 0 and the open end at x is equal to L. Then we get here the following manner, that is given here. There is always a note at the closed end. On the other hand, at the open end of the pipe, the air particles have the greatest freedom to vibrate, hence there is always an antinode at the open end. So equation can be calculated here. The incident wave moving along the negative direction of x-axis is represented by y1 is equal to a sin omega t plus kx. The wave reflected at the closed end of the pipe suffers a phase difference of pi angle and moves along the positive direction of x-axis. Hence the reflected wave is represented by y2 is equal to a sin omega t minus kx plus phi, that is minus a sin omega t minus kx. By using the principle of superposition, the resultant displacement y is equal to y is equal to y1 plus y2. So we use here, and after calculating the value gets y is equal to 2a cos omega t sin kx at the closed end of the pipe at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, because sin 0 is equal to 0. Now moving forward, for all values of t, that is a node is formed at the closed end at the open end of the pipe where x is equal to L, we have the value y is equal to 2a cos omega t sin kl, that is 2a cos omega t sin 2 pi L upon lambda. The displacement y will always be maximum if the value of sin theta is equal to plus minus 1. So after calculating, we get here lambda is equal to 4L upon 2m minus 1, where m is equal to 1, 2, 3 dot dot dot. So for first mode of vibration, we look the diagram. Their length is L is equal to lambda 1 by 4. In the second figure, L is equal to 3 lambda 2 by 4. And in the third figure, L is equal to 5 lambda 3 by 4. So what happening here? First mode of vibration, let lambda 1 be the wavelength of the standing wave set up in the air column corresponding to m is equal to 1. Then from equation number second, lambda 1 is equal to 4L. So what happening here? L is equal to lambda 1 by 4. So frequency N1 is equal to V upon lambda 1, that is V upon 4L, where V is the velocity of sound. This is the lowest frequency of vibration. It is called the fundamental frequency of the air column in the closed organ pipe. So the sound note produced in the pipe is called fundamental tone or the first harmonic of the pipe. It is produced when air is blowing or blown lightly at the open end of the pipe. Okay. Now moving forward, second mode of vibration can be understood in the same manner. We get here L is equal to 3 lambda 2 upon 4 and the value of N2 is equal to 3 times N1. So we can say that frequency of vibration in the second mode is 3 times the fundamental frequency. The sound note produced in the pipe is called first over tone or third harmonic of the pipe. This and still higher overtones are produced when air is blown forcefully at the open end of the pipe. This is remembered. Similarly, third mode of vibration, and the value of this is 5 times the fundamental frequency, and this is called second overtone or fifth harmonic. So general formula we get here this. So finally we can say that the fundamental tone and the overtones of the closed pipe have the following relationship: N1 is to N2 is to N3 dot 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 is equal to 1 is to 3 is to 5. Now moving forward, modes of vibration of air column in open organ pipe in the same manner as earlier case. In the incident and the reflected waves equations which are given here, the reflection at open end of the pipe introduced no change in phase. So principle of superposition is used here. Resultant displacement comes y1 plus y2, and this is also written as 2a sin omega t cos kx. So in this case, the value of n1 is equal to v upon 2l plus 1.2 r. Okay. So if you study properly from your book, then you can understand it. If anything is missing, then I will explain in next video. So this is the resonance pipe practical. It is actually practical in your course, but it should be explained in lab also. So please read it. Now moving forward, next point is that is given here, end correction. End correction is nothing but in the resonance tube, the antinode is not formed exactly at the open end, but slightly outside a distance small e. Hence, the length of the air column in the first and second in the resonance tube are L1 plus E and L2 plus E. Then what comes? L1 plus E is equal to lambda by 4 and L2 plus E is equal to 3 lambda by 4. So we get here the final value L2 is equal to 3 L1 plus 2E, and we get the corrected value E is equal to L2 minus 3 L1 upon 2. The second length L2 of the resonance of air column is not exactly 3 times the first length L1, but is slightly greater than 3 times. So in this manner I have concluded this chapter. If you feel any problem, then please send the feedback. I will definitely done something. So this is the last part of the video. Thank you all of you for watching this.